Hey, what's up, guys? And welcome to Real Talk. Welcome back to Real Talk, episode 6. I'm Jack Petty,
I'm Jack Bousquet.
and for the
And I'm
first
Chris
time, we have,
Fravel.
we have a guest with us today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Chris Fravel. I'm honored really to be on this podcast. Yeah, I've been a day one listener. So
You've been a day one everything. Let's be real. We're honored to have you on here tonight. So let's get to know you before we go into the news. Would you like to tell us maybe some of your favorite movies or TV shows?
yeah. Favorite TV shows right now. I'm really into Severance. I just finished the season one finale actually on Apple
Bro,
TV, season one. Just watched that. Very, very good, exciting. I love it. A really good thriller. And I'm also a big fan of Invincible, which is a little bit different genre, but again, it's really enjoyable.
my favorite scene, bro, of Severance might be one of my favorite scenes of like when they bring out the jazz music.
Oh, in the like the party after
Hmm.
75%. Oh yeah.
That
The
might be one of my favorite
Defiant
ever.
Jazz.
Yup. I literally have a post-it note that says that the sequence of Defiant Jazz is simply perfection on my wall.
It's so good. And then just the tension that keeps going, the lights, the light and the ambience of just the whole scene. It's beautifully shot. I really enjoy that show.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Um,
Anything else you'd like to add?
I think that's it.
All right, wonderful. So let's get right into the news. The biggest news story I think we have this week is upcoming. It will be CinemaCon. So that's when all the studios are going to get together and do some presentations on what we can look forward to. On Monday, which is tomorrow, or well, actually today for those listening, Sony will be having their presentation. It's rumored, and I'm praying that it's going to happen. Beyond the Spider-Verse announcement.
Oh my God, bro.
Dude, what?
Stop already with that, dude.
Stop with what?
The glaze.
How is it glazed? Chris, I know you're a fan of Spider-Verse.
I think this would be a little over a year since the Into This or Across the Spider-Verse was supposed to release. So if we do get that, I mentioned it'll be really interesting because it is one of the most anticipated animated films coming up.
It might be just one of the most anticipated films in general.
Correct.
Nah, bro. Let it go. It's done.
Dude,
It's over.
it's not over. And if it is, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If this film is anything but perfect, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like genuinely. Across the Spider-Verse, nothing will stop me. Like that film is one of the best of all time. So if they mess it up now, I'm gonna be mad. But that's what we can look forward to. Probably Spider-Man 4. They might be announcing live action Miles Morales. It'll be interesting. Tuesday, we have Warner Brothers and Lionsgate. Warner Brothers probably going to do something with Superman, super flop. Oh, sorry, I can't say that. Wednesday, you got Universal and Amazon. Perhaps the new James Bond will be announced.
Ooh.
That'll be interesting. Thursday, you have Paramount and Disney. Disney probably has to do with like Marvel, maybe Avatar 3, maybe the new Tron movie. You don't like Avatar, Chris?
Thank you, bro. Thank
No.
you. Thank
No.
you.
The
No,
first time I was
Avatar is
watching
so
Avatar, I fell
stupid.
asleep. I fell asleep during the first one.
bro.
Bro, best nap ever. I'm telling people, bro.
All right, well, I've been outnumbered, but that's what we have to look forward to.
Dude, wait, why have I heard like I don't have we discussed the live action How to Train Your Dragon already?
No, but that's coming out soon.
Dude, I was like I learned about this from someone else. I was like, bro, I haven't heard about this. Like, what? It sounds awfully stupid, I can't lie.
Do you think it's too soon, or do you think it shouldn't have been remade in general?
Dude, How to Train Your Dragon is a Buns movie.
I've never seen it.
Are you saying like just the first one or like the trilogy in general?
I can't lie, I didn't know there was more than one. I saw the first one and I was like, wow, this is pretty cheeks. And the fact that they released two more, it's a
And
shame.
and the Netflix series. I haven't seen any of them, but I'm low-key excited for the live action. I think it's,
Too
Chris, have
many
you
live
seen any?
actions, bro. Too many live actions.
Okay. Well, let's get back into the news. We have a new spy thriller from A24 called Enemies coming out, and it's starring Austin Butler and Jeremy Allen White. It will be filming here locally, actually, in Chirac, shoot
Ooh,
in June. So let's see how long that shoot goes. Maybe I'll pull up.
bro, actually do it. See if
Uh,
you can get one of them to interview.
I love both those guys, Austin Butler, Jeremy Allen White. I think they're fantastic actors. I'm excited to see their chemistry.
Agreed.
Um, let's see. Toy Story 5. Toy Story 5 has apparently there's been a cut completed, and the director came out and said this quote: "This film will make you think that you're like, wait, this is a Toy Story movie?" Question mark. What could he mean by that?
I'm gonna make a bold prediction here. It's gonna get a PG-13 rating.
Bro, is that a prediction or like a hope? Like some
Both.
okay, bro.
Well, nah, bro. My hope is X-rated. Midnight Cowboy, bro.
Dude, bro. I don't know. It'll be interesting.
Andy, stop, Andy. Oh,
Let's
sorry.
see. Oh, we have a lot of news that came from Marvel this week. So the Russo brothers are back. They directed Avengers Infinity War and Endgame. But since then, they've kind of fallen off. Flop after flop, directing flop after flop. So Kevin Feige is saying that he's going to be watching them closely. But my thoughts on that, if you have to watch them that closely, why not get someone else to do it? You know who
That's
won
facts, bro.
is Sam Raimi. Like Sam Raimi, I love him. He directed the original Spider-Man trilogy. Why not bring him back? He wanted to do it. It's just annoying. Um, and then the casting announcement. Did you guys catch this at all?
No.
So it was like ooh, it was 9:30 and they start this live stream that's just called announcement. And it's 5 hours of them every 12 minutes. They set out a new chair of a cast member of the next Avengers movie. Oh, it's crazy. They're bringing back the original X-Men. They're bringing back Professor X, Magneto, Gambit's coming back from Deadpool and Wolverine. But they have no Spider-Man, no Doctor Strange, which they said they're going to announce them later. But I just thought a 5 hour live stream was kind of crazy.
Bro, how much of this were you tuned in for?
All 5 hours.
Are you serious?
I'm being dead ass. I'll send you guys a screenshot after this, my screen time. I was on Twitter for 5 hours watching this. I was at work. What else was I supposed to do? It was an essential thing to watch. You know. Did you guys tune in at all? Uh-oh. Are they both frozen?
Okay.
Okay, you guys
No.
froze for a second. Did you guys tune in at all? Uh-oh. We're still frozen.
No.
Sorry about that pause. Anyways, that's probably a good time to stop there. Um, let's see. I know Mr. Bousquet's gonna be happy to watch this one.
Bro, it's cooked.
What's it? What? Am I freezing?
Yeah.
Holy moly. All right, wait, are you guys back?
Yeah.
We've
What
been
am I, what
back.
am I gonna be excited for?
Okay, the Hawk Tuah documentary.
Oh,
They're making a documentary about the rise to fame of Haley Welch, aka
in
Miss
the
Hawk
fall.
Tuah.
The
What?
fall, bro. The fall too.
The fall and the resurrection.
What do you mean the resurrection?
Like her return to the internet.
There's no return.
She came back this week.
She was gone.
Actually,
Yeah, she was gone and like they didn't host Talk Tuah after 13
bro,
episodes.
well, there were rumors she was gonna go to jail.
Well, yeah, but they cleared her and now they're making a documentary.
Oh my God. Put her in jail.
All right.
She gonna be like Fleece Johnson in jail, bro.
Oh, what?
Only Chris knows.
Holy moly. Um, we got a few new trailers this week. The Ritual. It's this new priest film starring Al Pacino.
Ooh,
I think it looks good.
that's gonna be heat. I can already tell.
Oh, absolutely. And then we got One Battle After Another, the new PTA film trailer. I
I've
thought
been getting that so much on YouTube, dude, and
good.
Instagram.
What'd you think of the trailer?
I thought it looked very promising.
I just I love PTA. I have all the faith in him. I think it's gonna be fantastic. But they're saying that Warner Brothers won't give him like the final say in the cut. Like they've been test screening it, and apparently it's failing with audiences. And Warner
No
Brothers,
way.
they want to cut like the runtime. They want to have control over the runtime instead of him.
Bro, of course they do. Of course Warner Brothers does, bro.
Yeah, of
They
course.
they they always do this.
Exactly. We know what happened in the past. 20, they're probably going to take 20 minutes out of this film too.
Hmm.
Interesting.
25, yeah.
And then we got the trailer for Rust. Dude, this film was on pause. This was the film that Alec Baldwin, like when he shot
Oh,
the chick,
They
they're
kicked
actually releasing it.
no way. Wait, with bonus footage, bro.
Oh, bro, holy cook. It's just like they've kept it for so long and they're finally releasing it. It's insane. Um, let's see. We have a few more stories. Passion of the Christ 2 has been confirmed to be filming this year.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
What could you possibly add to the story?
Yeah, dude, the passion, like he literally died. That was the passion, bro. If they want to call it like
the
the
resurrection of
resurrection,
Christ.
bro. Yeah, but like if someone really wants that, just go watch The Chosen, dude.
Yeah.
Go watch The Chosen. Just wait for new seasons to come out.
Right, have you guys been watching The Chosen? It's like The Last Supper. I keep getting ads for it.
The Chosen's actually good.
I
I
saw like the finale, but it's like I don't know. You don't need to make a movie over it.
I
Facts,
did
dude.
like The Chosen when we watched it in Flannery's class.
I don't know. It's actually fun.
Hoo, hoo, hoo. Oh, we have news about the new Scorsese film starring the one, the only, The Rock.
Oh,
It has been picked up by Disney. So this film is officially being made.
okay. Well,
Chris,
that's
what are your
big.
thoughts on this?
On what?
Do you like The Rock as an actor?
I think he has a lot of versatility.
Versatility, that's a new word.
That that's something one of our viewers has a big issue with concerning The Rock. So whoever that is,
I
um,
completely disagree. I think
they're about to
he has a
tackle
lot more
you.
presence. Like he can act in a wide variety of ways.
I'm glad. Over here we love The Rock, There's,
I
there's
love The
no
Rock too, man.
there's no hate for The Rock ever. Did you guys ever play Zelda?
Yeah.
They're making a live action Zelda movie and it's coming out March 26, 2027.
I think they got good music, right? That's the like chill, nonchalant like
Mm-hmm.
music.
Mm-hmm.
That ought to be a good soundtrack then.
Yeah, I think it looks promising. I mean, it's the guy who made the last Planet of the Apes movie. I think it is at least Wes Ball. So that'll be interesting. Then two more stories. Studios have been asking YouTube to make sure that the ad revenue from AI trailers goes to the studios instead of the people who make it.
Ooh,
That's like crazy. Because like, they could just like say like, oh, like don't give them revenue at all, but they're like, no, we want it instead.
Hmm.
That's crazy to me. And of course, the one company that we found out that did it was Warner Brothers. Shocking. They're going under, so they probably need all that ad revenue. And then I think talk the most thing that we can have a discussion about is this story. The Variety article. I believe I sent you, Mr. Bousquet,
bro, yes.
that suggests that we allow phones in theaters and weed smoking in our theaters. What do
That
you guys
was
think
such a
of that?
that was such a cooked article.
That was maybe the worst article I think I've ever read.
Bro, whoever wrote that should have their credentials stripped. They should be put into a theater that is just eternally hotboxed and just like tortured with blue light, like Clockwork Orange style, dude. I mean, I have some real things in mind for whoever wrote that article. That's just, it's so dumb.
I think it's an awful idea. It's
Yeah.
an awful idea. If someone's text me and they're like, "Hey, you want to go to this movie?" and they're like, "It's a like phone accessible screening," bro, I'm never talking to you again. I I would be so mad because I already have a problem. There's already texting in theaters, and I went to go see a film, Woman in the no, what was I seeing? Yeah, it was Woman in the Yard. And bro, people kept like checking the time on their phones, and it was really distracting. So if we actually open it up to just like all texting, all phones, what's the point of going to a theater at that point? And there's a quote in here that really grind my gears. Is this girl? She's like, "Yeah, I'm a self-proclaimed cinephile. I love movies, Like I don't go to the theater though. I just like watching them at my house because when it gets boring, I can just go on my phone and scroll TikTok." Are you fucking kidding me? That pissed me off reading.
Oh, wow, bro.
That just that pissed me off. I think movie
Explicit.
theaters are a sacred place in my opinion, and the fact that they're trying to bring all this into it is just it's too much. You're doing too much.
I am 100% in agreement with that. Like, there's definitely a line that should not be crossed. And that line is like you got servers who are being really quiet, bringing you like a meal into your theater. That's good. That's There should be no screens. Big screen in front, dude.
That's all we need.
There should be no smell except the smell of popcorn filling my nose. I don't want a skunk, a skunk under the seat,
Oh, I know exactly
or
what you're talking about.
yeah, I don't need a moo ha. I
Unless
just
it's
need
a horror
the
movie,
movie
bro.
ha.
I don't want to smell anything.
Yeah.
Chris, what are your thoughts on this?
Um, I think that's crazy. I think it's a space that should be enjoyed for movies and movies only. And like once you start bringing your phone into the equation, it's like you're back at home and there's just no point in you coming. And it really just ruins the experience for others. Like if you're trying to enjoy a movie, like you said, and like other people are just like disrupting it, that defeats the purpose of being enthralled in the movie.
Amen.
Exactly. I couldn't have put it better myself. Well,
Like, dude, if you wanna like do this, like you can sit at home and be on your phone. Like that one lady who said in the article she wanted to do that. Like that's fine. Just stay at home. Don't go to the theater. You
exactly.
don't you don't you don't go karting and just get on your phone while you're go karting.
Exactly.
Why? Because you came to go karting. When you go to a movie, you come to go to a movie, right?
Exactly. Fantastic discussion. And I think
Great,
that's where we leave the news for the
great
day.
analysis.
Um, yes, sorry for that tangent, but man, that article just really grinds my gears. I haven't been that upset reading something since I don't even know what. Anyways, on a positive note, we have the weekly watch list. So, starting us off, we have three films that came out in theaters. First one, Woman in the Yard, new Blumhouse horror film. I saw. I was a fan. I can't even lie. I see a lot of hate for this movie online. I was a fan. I went,
Good.
I think I saw maybe one trailer. It's
Mm.
like this woman, after her husband dies, she has to deal with grief. Thought it was interesting. It kept my attention. It was like 90 minutes long. It was wonderful. The lighting and the cinematography was amazing. So if you're a horror fan, definitely check that out. Then on Friday night, I went to go see Death of a Unicorn, which that also came out this weekend. New A24, Paul Rudd, Jenna Ortega comedy. It was one of the best of the year, in my opinion. Cracked its way into my top five, and I thought it was quite fantastic. If you like comedies, Jenna Ortega, Paul Rudd, they're perfect. Will Poulter's in it. Just phenomenal film. If you check out anything, I'd check that out. And then third one that came out this weekend, which I didn't quite get to see, A Working Man with Jason Statham. I love Jason
Wow.
Statham.
I do too. He's just such a fun actor to watch.
I think I'm gonna go see this on Tuesday. I was gonna go this weekend, but then business got in the way.
What?
What?
Bro, not
Um,
cooked.
but yes, it was three movies. Next week in theaters, I'm counting down the hours, bro, till I get to see the Minecraft movie. Can't
Oh my goodness.
I can't stop. Did you see
Chris,
the
are you gonna watch it on Corral Tour?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to watch the Minecraft movie.
Are you guys going on crowd tour?
Yes.
What are you guys leave this week?
Thursday.
Thursday? Damn, that's fun.
We're going to watch the Minecraft movie. Me and Jack.
Please do. And bring back your thoughts. I honestly can't wait. I
Flint and Steel.
There was a quote today that kind of just really made me reflect upon what cinema is.
Jack and
I,
Jack.
this world might this world might heal from the Minecraft movie. Jack Black said that this is a movie that's made thoughts of, it just wants to create world peace. There's war in the world, and this movie aims to just like create that peace in the world. And I was like, Jack Black, the Minecraft movie will do that.
Bro, the Minecraft movie. Can we show this movie to the troops in Ukraine? Can we please? Can we show this movie to Vladimir Putin?
I hope so.
I
I,
do.
I there was a screening this morning or this afternoon of it, and I already see people hating on it, but I see more people loving it. So I'm like, cut out the hate. We don't need it. We just need Flint and Steel. Like, I can't wait. I can't wait. Okay. Anyways, enough of that tangent. What came out on streaming this week? Um, a few more artsy films came out. The Outrun came out on Netflix. That was really good. Came out in the fall. What's that chick? Saoirse Ronan. Like, do you guys know what I'm talking about?
No,
This is
what's
really
she in?
she was in the Grand Budapest Hotel. She's in Little Women. If I showed you her, you would know her. She's like this really hard name to pronounce, but it was a phenomenal film. That just came out on Netflix. Bring Them Down came out on Mubi. That was a wonderful film that came out a few months ago. Um, and then the biggest one I think that came out this week was A Complete Unknown on Hulu. Have you guys seen that? The Bob Dylan film?
No.
I would recommend it. I just watched it last night for the second time, and I thought it was a fantastic film. Timothy Chalamet, that Oscar should have been yours, but sadly, the Brutalist beat you, Adrian Brody. Also on streaming, The Studio started. Why is this already one of my favorite shows of all time?
Scorsese's in it, bro.
Scorsese's about to win an Emmy for it. Dude, he's gonna win an Emmy.
What?
He's gonna win the guest star Emmy, dude. It was phenomenal. I think
Beautiful.
if you like movies, watch this. If you know anything about the film industry, watch this. It's phenomenal. All right. Well, on to the second part of the weekly watch list. What we watched this week. Mr. Bousquet, would you like to start us off?
Sure, dude. So I think right after we filmed the last episode, I went downstairs. I was like, Mom, do you want to watch a movie? She's like, yeah, we can watch a movie. So I pulled up Donnie Darko,
Bro.
and wow, everything about that movie was just like so good. The I'm not gonna say I could relate to him, but like why is his character like admirable? It really is just his character arc. Like he becomes a good person. And dude, soundtrack is so good. My mom loved the movie, so that's a plus. Um, oh, the ending scene is just amazing. All ties together. It's a little confusing, but it all ties together. So that was a great movie. And then
I'm gonna
the
have to
other
watch that.
movie,
I haven't seen it yet.
dude, what? You haven't?
No, I haven't. It's like it's been on my watch list for so long.
You actually have to watch it, dude.
I'll watch it this week. Trust.
Jake Gyllenhaal, it was like I think he was 19 in that movie. This came out in 2001, so it's amazing.
Is
But
it
what?
is it streaming anywhere?
Dude, it's free on like almost everything. It
Oh,
was free on Amazon. It was free on literally everything.
I'm
Um,
this.
movie number two, Metropolitan. Wow, what an interesting movie. So obviously, you already know the acting's going to be pretty amateur, right? But
Yep.
there were like a couple standout like performances, I felt like. Um, like the dude who played Nick,
Nick
I
was a
said in my review, he was a great character, dude. And then he just like goes away on a train for the end of the movie. It's like kind of sad. Dude, he was the best character. Why are you getting rid of him? But the writing was pretty good. It was very witty, like some dry humor, kind of like some Woody Allen style writing almost, I feel like.
I love
But
Woody.
there were a couple scenes like I don't know if it was the writing or if it was just the fact that like it was the acting that like they were really like driving some ideas into the ground, I felt like. But that's okay because as a whole the movie was really good. Definitely worth a watch. That's free on Amazon and stuff. So
Can I be honest with you?
yeah.
What time is it? 50 minutes ago, I finished that film.
What?
No, I'm being dead ass. I just watched it.
Dude, what did you think?
I thought it was phenomenal. I
Yeah.
genuinely, I was watching it and it kind of like, it made me reflect a lot on life and like relationships with people
Yeah.
and like the high society of it all. I love that film.
Dude, I know I feel like there needs to be more movies like that. Like just like kind of they just follow the character through high society, dude. That's like such a great like little subgenre.
Oh, I love it. And Wilt Stillman, I cannot wait to watch more of his films, bro. Barcelona, that's gonna be watched next week.
That's definitely on my watch list.
All right. Anything else?
That's it for me.
Chris, did you watch anything this week?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Despite watching the Severance for most of it during school, the this weekend last
Oh
week,
wait,
Jack
shoot. No,
Jack and
I
I we
forgot.
finished a film together. Jack Petty, you know that this is a rewatch for me, but Falcon Lake, we watched that movie.
You guys watched Falcon Lake?
In school.
Oh boy.
Like is it's just a movie of I don't even know how to describe it. It's you just have to watch it.
It's a
It's
phenomenal
Dude,
film.
a
just so
coming
many
of age
like
story, really,
yes.
and it's beautiful. I really enjoyed that.
Dude, I didn't get the ending until you explained it to me, and then I was like, I was almost on the verge of tears, dude.
Yeah,
Because
it's
you just get to know these characters and you're on vacation with them, and then suddenly that happens. But yeah, uh, and obviously, it's very relatable in some ways. So we'll leave it there. But um,
Falcon Lake, that was a wonderful film.
I know.
um,
Um, Mama. Um, but the second film that I'm currently still watching or in the process of watching is another one with Jack. It's called Blue Velvet.
Wow.
also a film we've been watching in school. Let's just say in financial literacy, we had to turn the screen around because there were some suspect scenes going on.
Bro, I don't, okay. We've all had our fair share of watching films in class. What do you think of it so far?
I think it's very interesting. Um, Sometimes I'm confused at where the plot is going and what's happening. Um, Again, Jack has had to explain some things to me, like when he has the mask on, just sipping some nitrous.
Oh yeah.
It's yay, I'm on the nitrous. Um, uh, yeah, I don't think I can talk too much about it because I still have so much more to experience. But
And I look forward to hearing your thoughts on finishing it. I think it's a fantastic film. Jack, have you seen this before, or is this your first time as well?
No, I watched it like it started at like 11 p.m. one night, and my dad sat down to watch it with me, and then but dude, he got bored like 10 minutes in. He's like, "Oh, that's kind of slow for me," so he went upstairs, and then
Bro, dodged the
things
bullet.
things started happening, and I was like, "Oh, Dad, you should have stayed. It was a great movie."
Bro.
But yeah,
Well, both those picks, Chris, are phenomenal. Don't know if I'd quite watch them during school, but each their own.
I like the thrill of watching that movie in school. Adds to the experience.
yes.
Well, wonderful. Anything else? Even though I was on spring break this week, I literally did not watch that many movies. Besides, like I went to theaters, but you know what I did? Managed to find time to watch
Hmm.
every single live action Spider-Man movie. And I watched every single one on the clock. Like I got paid the whole time. I watched every single one. One day I watched all of Toby's. Next day I watched all of Andrew's. And then on Friday I watched, oh no, yeah, Friday I watched all of Tom Holland's. I love Spider-Man, bro. He might be my favorite superhero besides Fantastic Four, which I'm starting my research on them. But
Bro,
did you guys have a favorite Spider-Man?
did you guys have a favorite Aunt May? Is the real question.
I was actually thinking about that because I was thinking
Dude,
every Spider-Man has a best thing. Tobey Maguire has the best trilogy, best overarching story, in my opinion. Um, Amazing Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield has the best cinematography. Movies look phenomenal. Tom Holland has the best Aunt May, best looking. I mean, sorry, what? No, but
dude,
her character is more fleshed out because they have like the thing where she starts the like homeless shelter.
dude, you might have to cut this out, but you said you watched this on the clock, right?
Dude, yeah, I did.
Dude, boss makes a dollar, you make a dime. That's why you goon to Aunt May on company time.
Bye. Bye. Nope, I did not do that. I sat down and I was filing letters and I turned on Spider-Man, bro. Nothing devious, just watching Spider-Man. Back to my original question is, does anyone have a favorite Spider-Man?
Tell me Maguire, bro.
Tobey Maguire? Chris?
I love Andrew Garfield. I grew up watching that.
Yep.
It was so good.
Yep. I think Andrew Garfield is the best Spider-Man. And I think he's the best Peter Parker. Spider-Man, his suit is amazing. The things that he has to go through in the film, I think it's beautiful. He has a beautiful arc. Tobey Maguire is also fantastic. Tom Holland, dude, that's the one that I grew up with. Personally, I didn't watch any of the other Spider-Man until I watched Homecoming.
Wow.
And then after that, it's like Spider-Man Homecoming is kind of like the pinnacle movement, like moment in my like journey of film. After I saw that, then I started to watch Marvel more. And then it snowballed. And then I watched Inception. And the rest is what we call history.
Oh, oh, wow.
Well, before we get to the main event, boys, we might have to take a little break. And but yes, when we come back, we will be discussing The Great Gatsby.
Mm.
Looks like we've had a little outfit change from Mr. Bousquet.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Chris, would you like to introduce this week's main event?
Absolutely. This week we will be talking about The Great Gatsby. The more modern version as opposed to the one from the 70s, but
2013, I believe.
Hmm.
yes.
Directed by Baz Luhrmann
Amen.
and Tobey Maguire, Leonardo
Leonardo
DiCaprio,
DiCaprio.
among many others. So, Chris, would you like to get us started? What are your thoughts on this film?
Well, I've always been a big advocator of The Great Gatsby. I think that it should be read in schools. Um, and I do have a confession. I've always said that I really enjoyed it. But when I first started reading it, the first half of the book, I didn't pay attention. I thought it was just another book that I had to read. But I started like watching summaries of it, and the more like I heard about it, the more interesting it was, and the deeper meanings I was able to get because it was Jack, remind me, was it Miss Augustine or Miss Johnson?
Miss Johnson.
Johnson, right? Yeah. Like they started saying things about like TJ Eichelberg were the eyes of God. And it was just like symbolism that I just did not understand. But the more and more I read and like paid attention to the book and watched the movie, of course, um, I was able to just get those themes um, more developed, I guess, in my mind. But I have been blessed to see almost every creation of The Great Gatsby, as in I've read the book, seen the movie multiple times, but I've also been blessed to watch the musical, actually, the Broadway musical in New York,
Mm.
uh, which is it was wonderful. I love that experience. Again, it was not included. Like in the musical adaptation of it, there are multiple situations in which Myr or not Myrtle, Wilson is talking to T.J. Elkerberg. Like
What?
he's talking to, like the poster, and he's like questioning like what he's seen, and like it's I don't
Oh,
know, it's yeah, there's like a whole song dedicated to it, but yeah,
interesting.
lots of
How was the
dances.
music?
It was oh my God, it was amazing. It was life changing, really.
I want to listen to it. I love musicals.
It was it's so good. But yes. I I thoroughly enjoyed it. A great take. Jeremy Jordan too. I was able to see the last few showings of The Great Gatsby with Jeremy Jordan. It was amazing. But yeah, I have some notes with me over the movie.
I'd love to hear
But
them.
halfway through the movie, I just stopped taking notes because I was too like into the movie. I was just noticing it. Um, but do you guys have any comments about how your first experience with it?
I'm gonna be honest. First time I watched the movie, I was not a fan. Really.
Ooh.
We were sitting in class. You know why I didn't like it? It's because of the music. I this is something that Baz Luhrmann always does. And now that I've watched more of his films and I understand his style, but making these older like films that take place in older times with modern day music
Oh,
at first I didn't like it at all, no matter when he did it. Great Gatsby, I didn't like it. Elvis, I didn't like it. But the more I kind of thought about it, I was like, oh, this is interesting. And then now looking back on it, I've become, my music taste has changed. So I like a lot of the music that they use. And once I got past that, I kind of realized, oh, this film is beautiful.
Hmm.
And you know what really elevates my love of this film? Two things. Watching it with Chris this summer was fantastic. And the TikTok edits I get of it. I get too many TikTok edits that it's like, oh, this film's perfection. Mr. Bousquet, do you have any thoughts on it?
Um, yes, I do. And it's basically when Young and Beautiful comes on by Lana Del Rey, I just feel like I've been transported to another dimension. Every time I hear that song, I like I feel it viscerally in my veins, in my heart, in my brain, in my, elsewhere. It's just like so beautiful that I remember when I was going to a Gatsby themed dinner hosted by a certain man named Chris Fravel. I literally listened to that song on repeat in my car the whole ride there, just getting in the mindset of like, yeah, I'm old money. Yeah, I'm young and beautiful. Why are you laughing?
I'm not. I think that's a beautiful statement. I'm glad that you were able to find your youth and beauty through this film.
Yes.
Chris, would you like to run us through some of your notes?
yeah. Something that I really noticed this time that I haven't noticed before was just like so many examples of symbolism. Like I think I could probably make a video that is over
Wow.
an hour long, just talking about all the symbols like um you know some of this like East egg. Like East is like where the sun rises, so like that's where the first money, the oldest money comes from, right? It's the first experience of it. West egg is like the end, the newer more recent money. But something I really noticed was the costuming. That was like a really big and like the lighting and the costuming. I don't know if you noticed this, but um Tom Buchanan first shows up wearing darker clothes because he's already in that affair. He's already done bad stuff. But the first scene that we get of Daisy Buchanan when he walks into the room, right? When Tom tackles him, it's just overflown with white. She's covered in white garments. There's white drapes everywhere. It represents the purity. So I think just the colors and the costuming represent just purity, like just levels of purity, right? Because I mean, as the film goes on, like the lighting just gets darker because it starts like in this daytime when they're together, but as it proceeds, like the more characters become, what's the word I'm looking for? like they become darker characters, like they start cheating more, like just the affairs going on. All the characters start to wear darker clothes, you know. Even Nick, right, who starts off being just this guy from Chicago, I believe. Um, he comes to New York and he's like wearing this like lighter clothing, but as he, you know, brings or as he's on Gatsby's side and he's leading Daisy to cheat on her husband, Tom, even he starts to wear darker clothes. Daisy starts to wear darker clothes. But yeah, like even like Wilson, who's like pretty much innocent this almost the entire film up until the end. He's wearing like a white tank top, like obviously it's covered in grease. But like it's that shows that innocence. So like I think that just the costuming and lighting as it goes on in the movie gets darker and darker, showing the darker themes going along with that.
Mm.
I've never noticed that. That is genius.
I did not notice that until this most recent time that I watched.
Wow.
Um,
I think,
let's
that kind of adds on to the feeling that I get from that movie that like it's inviting you in to like this debauchery, these like evil acts. Like I that they do. And I think that the clothing and the lighting adds to it, like because dude, that's a fantastic point. The
Mhm.
darker your morals go, the darker your costumes go.
Mm.
Yes.
Like as I mentioned with the Daisy, like the first scene with like the white,
Hmm.
like when they first go into the Valley of Ashes, like where the all the rundown coal, like that's the first darkest point in the film, and that's when we see Tom and Myrtle like get together.
Hmm.
Like and yeah. Um Lesson that I'm guessing every English teacher like in a situation references like the action, right? The moment. Like if it's hot when I
Mm.
remember vividly in To Kill a Mockingbird, like it was a hot day, like it was a storm or whatever. That symbolizes like there's fighting. So like in the apartment in the movie, like the trumpet scene, the jazz soloist on the balcony looking over the streets, playing that music and it peaks and it shows that's the action happening.
Mm.
But
Wonderful. That reminds me of the film Babylon. Have you seen that film, Chris?
I've not. It's on my watch list.
It like a lot of the stuff, I think it would be a good companion piece to The Great Gatsby, like in the symbolism of the parties and like the characters starting out as good but becoming like morally questionable. I think it would be a beautiful companion piece to it.
Mhm. Trying to find any other interesting notes that I took. Um, One thing I really noticed, like the people who never changed in the entire story, is Gatsby.
Mm.
Despite the wealth and like all that he has, he still is only doing this for one girl. The girl that he met when he was just a poor military man. Just got off being with
Oh,
Dan Cody on the boat. And he did all of this for her. And he never changed. I
I,
really think that's beautiful that even though like all these people have changed, like Tom becomes so much more aggressive towards the end. Like the scandals just come out. Daisy is like she changed her moral compass, you know, to be with Gatsby. Nick again also changed his moral compass to help Daisy be with Gatsby. But Gatsby is one of, I think, if not the only character who was the same the entire movie. Which I mean, maybe considered like a bad character arc, but I'm not saying he didn't have a character arc. I'm just saying that his moral compass per se just did not change throughout the film.
exactly. Wow.
Um,
But really, that's interesting. What a
I mean,
guy.
I
I
could
think
be I could be proven wrong, but that was something I
no, no,
noticed.
no. I know what you're like. That was a great point. I know. I think one of my favorite shots of this film, just when he turns around, the reveal of Gatsby for the first time, that just can't be beat.
Yeah.
You hear about him, they're like, "Where's Gatsby? This is his party. Where is Gatsby?" Turns around, Leonardo DiCaprio, he raises a glass, fireworks go off.
Mhm.
Action.
And that leads into also like like there's so many themes found in the story, but one of the themes that I really noticed this time was um like just rumors, right? Like everybody had a rumor or a story about Gatsby,
Mhm.
but the only person who never had like a rumor like spread, like the one who never like said something about Gatsby was Nick because he got the time to actually know Gatsby
Oh
and
yeah.
told him the whole story because he never told anything that wasn't true because like everyone like at the party, like the first party, everyone's like, "Oh, he's the second cousin of the devil, third cousin of the Kaiser." Or I think I got those mixed up. But it's just like everyone had those rumors about like what he did, but nobody actually knew him.
Mhm.
So they keep the fact that he was just this kind of opposite to everyone else who like listened to Gatsby, got to know him.
Beautiful. I think this is a very beautiful film, just all around. There's a lot to learn from it, but it's also so like it's one of those films that's entertaining that, like some films, they have deep themes and they're so boring, so slow. We had to watch this one movie in film class. I don't even know. I was Born in Flames. She was so boring. But oh, the deep themes. But no, like Gatsby, it balances those deep themes with being entertaining.
Mm,
That's why it works so well. And I think that's why it's a prime example, as you said, of why it's taught so much because it balances that so well. And there's a lot to learn from it, but there's also a lot that you can just take, at entertainment value.
Definitely.
Have either of you guys ever seen another Baz Luhrmann film?
mm-mm.
He made Elvis, Moulin Rouge, a few others. He does have a good style, and I think he was a good choice to make this. Um, it might be his best film. I think it's right now between that and Elvis for me. I love the Elvis movie. I'm an Elvis glazer, but yeah,
Yeah. Jack, do you have anything to Jack Bousquet, do you have anything to add? You've been quite quiet of
No, I think you've hit everything there. That was a great analysis, and
that was.
yeah,
Feel bad for other guests, bro. This guy's like the genius of guests. Can't
yeah,
prepare.
this is a hard guy to follow up.
Oh, oh yeah.
I don't know. I've always been infatuated with Gatsby. Well, not just the character of Gatsby, because I feel like I don't relate to him as much as like other people might. Just like the themes of Gatsby, his what's it called? The fatal flaws. I also find that very interesting of like every character, the fatal flaws. But
Hmm.
Gatsby's fatal flaw is just that he's so scared of being like of having nothing. Like he's so scared of being nobody, which is what leads to his demise. Also, Nick's being his unceasing loyalty, right? Didn't even know Gatsby, but set up his married cousin of 5 years with this guy that he met the other day. Just that
Mm,
loyalty and being the only one at his funeral just also shows, right? He's the only one who listened. The,
Hmm.
but yeah, I don't know. Lots of good quotes, lots of good themes. I could go on for hours, but that's
One last question here. Do you think it's a good adaptation?
yeah, yeah, I really do. Again, there are some changes. Some things that were different. Um, like in the book, I just know that Wolfsheim and Jordan, they had so much more growth
Hmm.
in the book. But in the movie, they were kind of just sidelined. They were benched for most of the film.
Hmm.
Wolfsheim had one on-screen appearance and mentioned one other place. Um, but yeah, like I don't know. I just didn't like how they were portrayed really in the movie. But
Hmm.
other than that, almost everything is in like the first quotes, the ending quotes, the um in my younger, more vulnerable years. Like I do like that quote
mm.
with um yeah, I have it written down because I love this. Every time I hear it, it's wonderful. They're a rotten crowd. You're worth the whole damn bunch put together.
Oh,
That
perfect,
was the only compliment I ever paid him.
man.
I think that really is beautiful. the only compliment he ever paid him, and the one he did just hours before the end of the movie.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, yeah,
I would
it's
love to go back and
it's
read the
beautiful.
book.
What?
To be honest, when I read the book, I didn't pay attention at all. Like Miss Johnson would be like, read these chapters, and I'd be like, I don't know. But like now, like like as you said, like it grows on you. The story grows on you, and I think I would love to go back and read the book. Have you seen the original film from like the 30s?
Mhm. No,
Wait, have you really?
no.
Oh, shoot. You guys all cut out. Dude, I need some better Wi-Fi over here.
Um, I think actually like in the 30s version, I was doing some reading when I was researching this. But like there is a moment like when um the T.J. Elkeberg is like mentioned more. It's like more known as like the Eyes of God,
Hmm.
Mm,
which I think is where the musical adaptation, like when Wilson's talking to him, I think that's where that stems from. Again, it's a weird creative choice, but I
Hmm.
think all adaptations are beautiful. But yeah, I think I've read the book twice, three times now.
Wow.
It's every time I read it, I realize something new, something different, and I think that's the beauty of this film is that there's just so many layers that you
Hmm.
have to experience it more than one time to really get a grasp of the messages being portrayed.
Absolutely. Well, shall we bring our discussion to a close? That was very
Yes.
fruitful.
hmm
Thank you, Chris, for being our first guest.
Thank you.
Thank you for
We'd be
having me
honored to have you on anytime you'd like.
on. I am honored.
Any closing remarks, anyone?
So we beat on ceaselessly against the current. Wait, no, that's not right. One sec. So we beat on boats against the current, borne back ceaselessly into the past.
Wow.
Mm,
Beautiful. Beautiful.
See.
Any words from you, Mr. Bousquet?
nope.
I don't have anything for you. Um, well, everyone, thank you again for listening to another great episode of Real Talk. And we like, follow, subscribe, rate, comment. I don't know what else to say. Peace.